Yep.
All right, folks. This is the replay of the speech that I said yesterday at MOAR, because I didn't get to say the whole speech. I wanted to talk about it. So, folks, it's been a long journey, and here we are. MOAR, the mother of all rallies. A huge MAGA event put together to send a message to the Senate and Congress, the media, and the world. We stand united to defend American culture and values. But I am here to say a few things, and boo me if you want. But I ask you to listen to what I have to say before your reaction. Due to how these rallies in Berkeley, and Charlottesville, and Richmond, and other places have gone and went down, I have seen too much fighting on each side, thus going against our Constitution and our freedom of speech. This is what's made me anti-rally, and I almost didn't come today. Why? It's not because I don't love rallies. It's because, believe me, folks, as Trump says, we have the biggest and best rallies. I should know because I, with other great MAGA individuals like Victoria Colvin, Joy Villa, Kaya Jones, Randy Ross, Jack Krosiewicz, and Scott Pressler, and many others, put together the March for Trump earlier this year. But why am I against rallies? Because they are useless. Why do I say that? Because for one, we do so great at whipping up the crowd, patting each other on the back and preaching to the choir, which is great. But we don't take that energy back home. We don't help out in our local GOP. I come from a large city of over 250,000 people, and 50 people show up to those meetings. I'm the vice chair because I'm the second person that showed up in our district, and the only two people who showed up in our district. Liberals, they might not work. They might be lazy. They might hate everything, but somehow they pack their meetings. They get rallies put together every time Trump sneezes wrong. Do you not understand what we are up against? So if you're going to leave this rally and not support your local GOP, this rally means nothing. All we do means nothing. Now, I am sure many of you have heard my message before, and many of you still complain about the so-called establishment of the GOP and rhinos. I have heard many people say they will not support the GOP. But do you not understand? The government and the GOP is for the people, by the people, and of the people. So folks, remember, we are the GOP. We are the GOP. Just like the Log Cabin's motto, change from within, inclusion matters. You have a problem with the GOP candidates, then replace them. Just like you replaced the DNC anti-American ones. We want America to be the best in everything. We want to win again. So let's join the GOP and let's support our MAGA candidates. We can elect great people like Paul Nealon, Bobby Lawrence, Christopher Chamberlain, Corey Stewart, Omar Navarro, Kid Rock, and others. And maybe one day, even me. So just like we tell others, you cannot complain about who was elected unless you vote. You cannot complain about the GOP effectively unless you become a part of it and work to change it. So again, this rally is nothing unless you leave here today and you get involved with your local GOP and organization to make America great again. We need you to volunteer. We need to give you financial support. We need you to donate to the MAGA network. I can provide you with a list of those people. We cannot do everything out of our pockets if our pockets are empty. We don't have a Daddy Soros. Crowdsourcing is how we do it, and it works. Every penny moves the MAGA network and the MAGA movement forward. I'm a large Trump supporter. I'm the president of Gays for Trump. And yes, it's identity politics at the largest degree. Many conservatives don't like that. They say we are all Americans for MAGA and for Trump. I agree with that. But the media is who we have to combat. We have to prove that our party, the MAGA party, is all-inclusive. And we do that by taking the liberal book and throwing it back at them. So we identify our gays for Trump, our Latinos for Trump, our Mexicans for Trump, our Jews for Trump, our blacks for Trump, our bikers for Trump, our Chinese for Trump, and women for Trump, and the list goes on. We all want to drain the swamp, eliminate government corruption, and give the country back to the people. We want to make America great again for everyone, everybody, no matter their political leanings, religion, race, or gender. We welcome all into its embrace. The media calls us MAGA terrorists, and the Southern Poverty Law Center has declared Gays for Trump a hate group, and pretty much myself as one. Yet we continue to denounce violence on all sides. We condemn any racist and anti-Semitic rhetoric of the alt-right, a small fringe group of individuals, radicals, much like the alt-left. We condemn the KKK. We condemn Antifa. We support women and we protect gays from being thrown off buildings by radical Islamic terrorists that support Sharia law. So why are we considered a hate group? Because we want to make America great again for everyone. And we support Trump. So Gays for Trump was even rejected from Charlotte Pride due to the lies of the Southern Poverty Law Center and because of our support for Trump. The same LGBTQ LMNOP, whatever infinity loop that wants to force Christian bakers to bake them a cake, force our government to pay for transgender surgery to our elected transgender surgery, to our troops, and force hormonal suicidal, just ask Lady Gaga for reference, discriminated against transgenders to be treated special in the military that is supposed to be the military of one and not about the individual, and give these people a gun? Great idea. And these same people force their way into a St. Patrick's Day parade, but then kick out Jewish gays from a pride march, and then conservative gays from our rally. The same group that preaches love, peace, and tolerance would hit you over the head with that same sign. But they above all, they force inclusion. In fact, they cannot give the same thing they want to others. We have been told that Gays for Trump should not be served in queer spaces, so it's totally hypocrisy. Then you have the Antichrist, the fascists, not the Antichrist, the anarchists, fascists, anti-fascists, Antifa, and the racist, black supremacist Black Lives Matter, and their socialist and neoliberal viewpoints that have corrupted the minds of many of the nation's youth. This country watched as an entire generation graduated from their liberal-run college campuses. No more. This is why we support Donald Trump. Every one of us shares one common belief. America is the greatest country in the world, and we are going to make it even better than ever. We want to lead the world in manufacturing, technology, wealth, military, and individual freedoms. We want to be the richest, we want to be the strongest, and we want to be the safest. One that's based on conservative values, nationalism, and achieving personal success. The left is no match for the independent, free thinkers who choose to unite. Trump's victory was huge, but the fight has only begun. We must take our country back. Throughout his campaign, Donald Trump has been consistent about one thing: his promise that he's going to make America great again. Long before Donald Trump ever descended down the great golden escalator at Trump Tower in New York, making history, Ronald Reagan was the original champion fighting for MAGA, or hashtag MAGA. At his convention on July 14th, 1980, Reagan declared he would improve the lives of all Americans by making America great again. Reagan said, for those without skills, we'll find a way to help them get new skills. For those without job opportunities, we'll stimulate new opportunities, particularly in the inner cities where they live. For those who've abandoned hope, we'll restore hope and we'll welcome them into a great national crusade to make America great again. Then again, in his Labor Day speech in 1980, Reagan said, I might add these words. Could have easily been spoken by our current president, Donald Trump. Reagan said this country needs a new administration and a renewed dedication to the dream of America, an administration that will give that dream new life and make America great again. Yes, folks, make America great again. It's not really a political slogan, but it's an American concept, one which has been shared by many great people in this nation, no matter their race, gender, or sexual orientation. The list goes on. It makes me proud when I hear those words, and to live by that code, to not only attempt to MAGA for me, but to MAGA for everyone. For if we can truly make America great again, then we can bless the world in MEGA, which is make the earth great again. Now, one can yell out Bill Clinton is a rapist, Infowars.com. But I, for one, know that Bill Clinton did not want to see the world burn. Yes, even Bill Clinton believed in MAGA. For Clinton said in 1991, I believe that together we can make America great again. This was during his presidential announcement speech. Then again, in a campaign stop, almost a year later, he called on his voters to make America great again, economically, educationally, and socially. One can argue about the 8 years of the Clinton administration, about his impeachment and his sex scandals, and the Oval Office. But I can tell you one thing he did right. He worked with the Republicans. He reached across the aisle and hand in hand with Newt Gingrich, they created the contract with America. They worked hard to get people off of welfare and on a path to making their lives better. They worked hard to balance the budget, and we actually had a surplus, meaning for at least once, and America was taking in more money than we were spending and giving out. A far cry from what's been going on these last 16 years. We can also give credit to Bill Clinton the way he fought wars. We got in, we got out. We reduced the amount of boots on the ground. We worked smarter, not harder. And we worked hard to reduce American lives being lost by war. Yes, Bill Clinton and Newt Gingrich proved that. Democrats and Republicans could work together to make America great again. That is something that we wish our government would do today. Don't you wish it too? I, for one, am proud that once again we have a president that believes in America first and American exceptionalism, because making America great again is key into ensuring that our world is kept safe from those that would do us harm. Another big thing I would like to talk about is fake news, or hashtag fake news. I want to point out something very serious. This is fake news and our decline in true journalism. Andrew Breitbart said, we are all citizens journalists now. Digging out a story, finding reputable sources, and asking the right questions have made us all citizen journalists. Gone are the days when we must wait for a corporate propaganda mill to run a breaking story through a row of cubicles. All it takes is the internet and a curiosity for truth to remove the biased media middleman from the equation. We are a culture that has a device in our pockets that gives us access to communicate across the world. And this is one reason why we cannot be tricked by fake news and biased media. But even with the ability we are given, there are many people that still blindly follow and do not do their own investigation. These are people that fall for fake news, slander, clickbait, and other opinionated news. It is extremely important that we wake up and think for ourselves. Research your news. We have the power now to be our own journalists, to seek out our own facts, and not to fall for knee-jerk reactions. The time has come that social media, Twitter, YouTube, and Facebook is also put to the same standards we want our media to be put at. It should be fair to all citizen journalists and give a more balanced view. Yet these privately owned, liberal businesses get away with every day limiting our conservative view. I'm involved in many organizations, not just the Gays for Trump and gaysfortrump.org, but I consider myself a part of the New Right, which is on Reddit, the Outright group on Twitter, and I am a journalist with my radio social media show called MAGA First News at MAGAFirstNews.com. And I am the CEO of MAGA Mega LLC, a group all about putting together MAGA events, such as the networking event in November, possibly November 11th in North Carolina. Also, I'm one of the people who run a radio station called MAGA One Radio at MAGA1Radio.net. But above all, I'm a MAGA advocate and activist. All of these groups, though, operate under what we call the MAGA Network. We are a big tent dedicated to challenging groupthink and helping MAGA political candidates win and campaigns win. We unite to advance the ideals which are important to our community in the present political climate. Together, we will rise to the challenges of the current political climate. We will advance our message of freedom and liberty. We will produce live streams, videos, GIFs, memes, images, and the written word, and work towards reaching new vehicles of media. We're taking that dirty level four-letter word, MAGA, and with patriotism in our hearts, we will win. Please follow me on Twitter at Peter Boykin, also on Facebook, Peter Boykin. And last thing I want to say is that I've been for Donald Trump for a very, very long time, since the Apprentice days, probably before then. I've been doing many events to promote Donald, and Donald, if you're listening, and also the GOP. I've showed you that this one individual, with the help of many MAGA friends, have accomplished. So Donald Trump, we would love to work with you. You need an LGBT division? I'm your man. GOP, you need to reach out to gays? I'm your man. You have my support, you have our support. But I will hold everyone, including you, Donald Trump, to the principle to make America great again. The MAGA Network has great plans for these coming years. They're going to be very impressive, and I think all of you will be impressed, including we at MAGA Network, the MAGA1Radio.net. We're looking for great talent. So if you want to join the MAGA Network, if you want to be a guest, or you want to run a show, you contact us. You contact my executive producer, which is Victoria L. Colvin on Twitter with a K. That's at VIKTORIALCOLVIN. And we'd love to have you. So today, let's make sure this rally does not go unnoticed. Let's give this rally meaning. Today, we are here to celebrate MAGA and the right to celebrate peacefully, to use our freedom of speech. But tomorrow, we need to take home with us all this spirit, all this energy, and get involved. So God bless America, God bless Donald Trump, God bless MAGA, and God bless the world. Thank you.